Yeah, well, my name is John Crosbie, and I've for a long time was involved in public life as a politician, uh, starting in 1966 when I ran, 65 I ran for the city council and got elected and became deputy mayor. And then next year, Mr. Smallwood inveigled me to run in his come home year election in 1966, and I made a mistake, and I should have known better, and because it was inevitable that I wasn't going to last in his government. The first few weeks I was there, I could see it was complete autocracy, you know. I guess I was unusual as a young person, but as long as I can remember, I was interested in history and politics. Now, the politics that we used to study in the English school when I was at school was all British, you know, it was the UK, and the kings and queens of England, that kind of thing, and we studied Newfoundland history. As a result of the seal hunt, from my reading of it, by the middle of the 19th century, our population had gone up from 20,000 to something like 120 or 30,000. And it was the seal hunt economic activity that permitted that to happen, you know. So my family was involved in the seal hunt for about 100 years at Crosbie and Company, and my uncles and father and grandfather, and I'm never going to do anything but defend the seal hunt as a noble and dangerous occupation. Even as a young boy, I can remember when I was 8 or 10 being interested in what was happening politically, and it was when the war started. I had been born in 1931, so I was just 9 or 10 when the war started, and we can remember everything that went on during the war, and the huge vessels in the harbour, and the presence of the military, U.S. and Canadian, and we've grown up and have been able to observe all these changes when Newfoundland was under commission of government, and then the period afterwards and the referendums, and there's two things you can do if you're lieutenant governor. You can sit around on your backside and do nothing, or you can try to get around the province and see that the place is used properly, you know. We've got 2 more years. We've been 3 years in the government house here now. My wife and I were enjoying it. We try to be active and get around the province as much as we can to see people in all parts of the province, and it's a wonderful experience because the Newfoundland people, generally speaking, still are positive about the connection with England, and Lieutenant Governor represents the Queen in the province, and the Newfoundland people still, you know, like that, and so they look highly on you, and if you visit around Newfoundland, they make sure you see everything of interest and take you to see whatever is worth seeing. So we're enjoying all of that, and trying to use Government House and be active here, and have as many people as we can to receptions and dinners and so on. So we're enjoying it thoroughly, and I like the concept, by the way, that comes from the Inuit. I don't want to be called a senior citizen. I want to be known as an elder, as the Inuit do, because they respect their elders because of their age and experience, and they still consult them, and they still have them as an active part of the community, and get their advice and so on. It's a great concept. So Jane and I are considering ourselves elders, not senior citizens.